On this fine morning, just got out of the shower, so I'm good. Now you know the title of the video here, and I wanted to do this real quick here, and I came across a video that was really fucking funny as hell, but also stupid. These two officers stopped this lady. She was shopping and been shopping for a whole hour. Okay, and they stopped her because they thought that she stole someone's black backpack. And when the officers was asked, what crime am I accused of? Now that question there, see that question, it's commonly asked towards officers and sheriff deputies and shit like that. Whenever someone's stopped, But when they ask for your ID, or say, I want your ID, you need to identify yourself. There's two laws, one here in California, another one in Texas. Now, where a police officer or a deputy, they have to articulate reasonable suspicion, right, of what crime was committed, because they just cannot just ask you for ID, or they just cannot stop you, but they will not answer your questions, right? They won't do it. Now, I would say that a lot of officers make some major errors in their work, And there's a few videos I've seen on YouTube where they mistakenly raided a house, wrong house, because they don't double check the information that they have, or an officer would hire a random somebody to be the informant. The informant would just give them a wrong house number, but the officer doesn't double check. They only hear the address one time. Okay, they hear the address one time, but they don't double check. Okay, it's in the same neighborhood, but the house can be across the street or next door or two houses down, but they go to the wrong house because they don't fucking double check. Now this lady, she was shopping for an hour. Then when she asked the officer, what's the crime? They're investigating. Then he says this: when I find one, I'll tell you. Or in their terms, in their word, when I make something up, I'll tell you. Now, I don't know how many people over the last few years have been stopped driving, walking down the street, and see, the thing is, a officer needs a warrant to search your car, or, well, basically your home. Your home is your castle. Okay, your home is where you feel safe. Now, the car is another thing. You could be following the rules of the road, right? Following the rules of the road. You're not speeding, you're not intoxicated, you run your seatbelt, you're going with the flow of traffic. You use your signal to turn or go into another lane. But sometimes not meaning to, you'll turn but go into the other lane instead of turning into the lane you're turning into. We all make mistakes, sometimes. Now, at a point, they stop you for turning into a wide turn without signaling. Not really an issue, but, they make it an issue to stop you. Okay. Now, the dumbest thing they try to do is be buddy, which really is pathetic, because they're dumbasses and shit, Now, they could give off a reason why they stopped you. Like some dumbass reason why they allegedly stopped you, even though you're not speeding, you're not intoxicated, you're on your seatbelt. But when you use your knowledge of the law, of the Constitution, of the policies and shit, this is when they get a little offensive and offended and defensive, because you're using your knowledge of what you have learned, studied over and over again. You learn about the policy, the state statute, the city ordinance, everything, even the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. Now, this is when their feelings get hurt. And nothing's going their way. They call for backup. And of course, we all know that they'll lie on the radio. Hey, or even Foamy would say it. These are idiots. So you're filming to show how, when it comes to the laws, they could care less. Okay, they could care less, because all cops they're the IRS with badges. Is what they are. To retaliate, they'll give you a ticket, and they'll add an amount, making you pay. Where, hey, I want to charge you with this and this and this, and you're going to get a ticket for it. Going to be a little high, but don't know if you can afford it, But what's funny is that the officer says, when I find something, I'll let you know. Meaning, they're going to make something up, because they won't tell you. The thing is, you can ask when it happened. Will they tell you? No. Because they are the IRS with badges, but also they protect the local and state politicians. They protect the revenue generation game, And right now, there's talks of getting rid of qualified immunity in one city. And I hope it's nationwide, because if the cops fuck up and you're going to sue, because it's your right to sue, because The officers don't deserve qualifying immunity. They were given that back in the 70s. Which judges are not politicians, you know. Qualified immunity is just a thing that they hide behind, you know. If you sue, the judge will be like, tossed. Don't think so, you know. But here's the thing is, can you sue the judge that tossed the case? Because they did it because they wanted to protect the officers' qualified immunity? Probably, you know. But again, there are good officers. I do believe that. But some officers are fucking morons. They make their department look fucking bad. They give them a black eye every goddamn time they fuck up. Now, the thing is, we're going to train them. Train them to do what? All you hear is, we're going to retrain them. So basically, by saying that, you're going to strip them of their rank and make them go back to the academy for another 2.5 years? That'd be nice. I wish there was a way that if an officer fucks up, it don't matter if you were an officer for 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't care if you're an officer for 40 years. If you fuck up majorly, you should lose your rank, everything, and go back to the academy. But there's a kicker. 2.5 years. Because officers in Europe, they go for 3 years. 3 years. And the training is, dude, it's about education. It's about how to treat people. Yeah, there's cops in Australia. There's cops in the UK and places where, yeah, there's some that are fucking retarded though, man. Oh, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Idiots. One of my concerns is officers in schools. Okay? It's understandable you want to have a officer on campus as long they don't make shit personal. If a student acts up, there have been officers slamming students. But wasn't fired. Some were fired, some were charged, sued, and whatnot. There's even officers that would advise, hey, look, just, what's the problem? What's the hell problem? If an officer that does respect the people that he works with on campus, and actually does his job properly, hopefully that no student would be harmed. Now, I've seen officers, there's an officer that arrested a 6-year-old twice. Two 6-year-olds. And a 6-year-old charging them with a crime. First graders. Kindergarten first graders. 6 years old. Really? You're going to charge a 6-year-old of a crime? Now, this officer should lose his badge, his retirement, even his benefit. Losing everything. everything, But people probably, well, you can't do it because they worked so hard. They put years in. Whatever. Now, I want to talk to you guys. How many of you were ever pulled over, stopped while walking, minding your own business, going to the store, you know, going for a walk, jogging, doing a little cardio and shit. Now, there has been. I live here in Fresno, and our department is so fucking. We got. Especially the female officers. Not just the male officer, but the female too. It's an ego thing, arrogant, egotistical, all this bullshit. But yes, there are good officers, but there's also idiot officers, both men and women, with a badge. Same thing. I want to see your ID. What's the crime? And they try to keep cops blaming by repeating themselves over and over and over again. I watched this one video where these guys were in a late 70s model Ford pickup, and they stopped at this side of the road here, where they're doing some kind of test, call it a sobriety checkpoint. And the guy ain't drunk. The guy's sober as hell, The cop says, well, you stopped because you've been drinking. And the guy's like, I don't drink. And they're asking all kinds of questions, And he asked, is it legal? If somebody sees this kind of checkpoint, can they turn around before going? Yeah, it's all legal. Then they turn around and they go back, park the truck, and they see they're holding up signs, and there's about 3 or 4 drivers that would do U-turn. Anytime they do U-turn, a cruiser stopping them, and they started to pick up and back up and leave and shit, because the guys asked the right questions, and it kind of got the officer kind of uncomfortable. Then they asked, like, how much did that building cost? Taxpayers, because something like that would be about, what, $400,000? Was it $400,000? Just like $300,000, Costing taxpayers just to pull you where you stop and ask questions. Have you been drinking? No. And the one thing that really is stupid, not everybody smokes pot while driving, because if you have smoked pot and you're driving, okay, we all know what alcohol does, and we all know what pot does, And you want to be able to pay attention to the road, where you know where you have better judgment. You're not impaired. You're actually sober. You're driving. But they get a little bit pissy because you're exercising your rights, under the law, the state policy, the ordinance, their department policy, and they they don't like it. They hate it because they hate it when you know their department policy, the city ordinance and shit, the state statute, all the other stuff, and all of a sudden they'll give off different reasons why they stopped you. But the most stupid one they come up with, the reason we stopped you is because we smell marijuana. You could have your windows up, okay, and they could be way ahead of you on the other side of the freeway or highway or interstate. They'll say, well, I smell marijuana from down the road. Motherfucker, only thing you smell is the bullshit that comes out of your damn mouth. So they stop, they turn around, they see it, and you're not speeding. You're actually going the flow of traffic, doing the speed limit, and all of a sudden they stop you. And like, well, the reason I stopped you because I can smell marijuana. Really? Captain Herbalife? You can smell marijuana from 2 miles away? Or half a mile away you can smell? Well, that's bullshit. I know that I'm not going to get, I know for a fact, I'm not going to get very much views on this video here, but it's kind of stupid on how they say, well, we got a call fitting your description. Really? Can I see your picture? Well, but once that question's asked, they know they're fucked. And now, here's something, and it's a thinker, and an idea for all you drivers out there, for fun, download a police radio app on your phone or your tablet, or get one of those portable police scanners and just sit for fun, listen to it, and when they stop you and they say, the reason we stopped you is because we got a call, someone fitting your description, then tell them, hey, did you really get a call? Yeah. Bullshit. I've been listening to the radio the whole fucking time, and there's not one call of somebody driving this car looking like me, with my skin color, my hair color, my beard color, and with glasses or no glasses. You're full of shit. Or my car's description. You're full of shit. That would definitely throw them off. Now, this is just an idea. That would definitely throw them off. And piss them off, too. Of course, they're going to probably, well, we're going to confiscate your radio and your phone. Motherfucker, what's the crime? And we all know they're going to make something up. And it's called retaliation because you come off guard by calling them a bunch of fucking badge-wearing liars, which they are really nothing more than a bunch of revenue-generating idiots with badges, aka the IRS badges. Now, if we pulled the same shit that they had done, our asses would be in jail. In jail would probably get even worse because they're buddy with the jail guys, and shit. So, but I want to know in the comments section if you've ever been stopped and ever been through that kind of crap. I want to give a shout out to Tom Zebra and Savakin Valley Transparency and Savakin Jr. Those guys are just doing a good job holding officers accountable. Because I also want to give a shout out to all the First Amendment auditors and cop watchers. Sorry, excuse me. Now, it's kind of fishy because the term qualified immunity. I want to know which judge was fucking high when they gave law enforcement qualified immunity. Because we don't know the system's corrupted. I mean, come on, guys. The system is fucking corrupted here, man. And all you auditors, cop watchers, keep doing what you're doing. And I want to call out the First Amendment auditors that really use this craft to make a buck. You are fucking idiots. Okay, you are fucking idiots. You have auditors, you have cop watchers that do respect law enforcement, and they kind of keep away. Keep away. My biggest issue is with officers that don't stick to their job. They gotta be like, gotta go fuck with the auditors and shit and the cop watchers because they want to be on YouTube. And they say, I'm here to do my job, but here I'm worrying about your fucking ass. Do your fucking job, motherfucker. Don't worry about the auditors. Don't worry about the cop officer because all they're doing is holding your ass accountable. Make sure you do your fucking job, man. Make sure that you do your job and not worry about them. They're not the one who's distracted. You're distracted, my friend. You work for the city. Your salary comes from the taxpayers, okay? Their taxes pay for your uniform, your badge, your training, everything. Even your goddamn patrol car. So don't worry about the auditors and the cop watchers because they're doing their job, holding your fucking ass accountable. Make sure that you don't fuck up, end up on the fucking nose. But if you do fuck up, guess what? You be on the news, on the internet, YouTube, all other shit, because they're gonna plaster your dumbass while you're fucking up. I mean, just the thing, just this here. Police officers and sheriff deputies should not fuck with the auditors or cop watchers and shit, because they're hoping for a paid vacation. It's like they don't care about their job. All they care about is fucking with somebody to get a paid vacation. And nothing's done. It's just that when you realize, again, there are good officers. I give them that. Okay? The awards and combinations shouldn't be. That's stupid shit. Awards and combinations should not cover their ass because they fucked up. Yeah, he's a good officer. He had more arrests, and they got more. We call it trying to think here. But the thing is, the honest truth here. How many people over the years that got totally screwed over because they're filming to protect themselves? And here's another thing. The reason they call for backup, because when somebody's filming them, which is completely illegal, I'm going to say it right now to every officer who thinks, well, it's illegal to film me, fuck off. It is legal according to the First Amendment, okay? According to the First Amendment, okay? That it's legal to film officers, okay, out in public, because there is no expectation of privacy, okay? If you're in public, we're going to film your stupid ass. Because in public, there is no privacy. There is no expectation of privacy for any state, local government officials. Okay? Don't matter if you're working in the city hall of records, or in the courts. You can film outside the courthouse and outside the police station, But they're asking, why are you filming my building? Because it's legal. Then they're like, it's illegal under the DHS call it, and it says even in the DHS memo thing, it's legal to film federal buildings, police stations, courthouses, city halls. Okay, you could film in a park, and they can't do shit, but they do it anyway because they throw out these laws, these policies that they're not really putting out. Coming up with the right policy and shit. They're going with something that does not compute with what's going on now. Going on with your filming and shit like that. Okay, it's legal to film police cars. It's legal to film police cruisers, sheriff or police. It's legal to film police stations, sheriff stations, the jail, the courthouse. It's legal. Every department policy states that it's every officer. It's legal to film officers, even at their capacity, but you have to stand 10 to 15 feet away. even if you're doing that, they're still going to fuck with you. Okay? They're going to call for backup. You see about 1, 2, 3, 4, up to what, 9 cars for 1, 2. I mean, you could be the only person who's filming, but they call out for 9 cars. 9 cars for one guy filming. I want your ID. Fuck you. No. I want to see your ID. If you don't identify yourself, you're going into jail. Motherfucker, there is no crime. No crime, right? No goddamn crime. If you don't identify, I'm gonna arrest you. For what? What crime? Not identifying yourself. It's not a crime. Unless there's a crime before, during, or after, then I'll give you my ID. But for right now, kiss my ass. They don't keep, they'll, I mean, it's so fucking stupid, dude. So fucking dumb. So fucking dumb. And, your car can be cleaner than a stripper's crotch, okay? Completely clean, shiny as a whistle. More cleaner than a stripper's pussy. They're gonna want to search your car because they smell marijuana. I mean, imagine them say that when your windows rolled up and shit. Batasi channel. He did a video where he was in his car and he stopped. Okay, he stopped. And they're telling him, roll down your window now. Roll down your window. Roll down your window now. And he's just sitting there. And they got the guns out. He's sitting there, dude. Roll down your window now. No. And he doesn't have to roll down his window because here's the thing. He's just sitting there, just chilling in his car, dude. And for a while, after a while, one officer gets all butthurt. Roll down your window. No. Don't have to, no. But when they do take him out of his car, they're searching his car. They're searching his car. And they give him this bogus fucking reason why they want to search his car. Like, I got a call, also, and the reason we talk to you because we can smell marijuana. I mean, you have to have reasonable articulate suspicion, right? They don't give it to you. It's the same fucking script that they come up with every fucking time. Every fucking time. Now, it's same old shit, over and over again, okay? Okay, now, this senator or congressman or somebody in one of the states threw out an idea, whether it was a state or a local ordinance thing here, to ban people from filming cops. I bet it was a Democrat. It's protected under the First Amendment. Okay? If I come out here, and I'm filming you. A cop cannot tell me to turn off my phone. Sorry, asshole, I won't give you my phone. I won't turn off my phone. I won't stop filming. Okay? But make sure you back up that video on a drive or a file. And make sure you have a passcode more than 4 digits. Because there was a video I watched, I would say a good 4 months ago or so, I'm thinking. And an officer grabbed this guy's phone and he went through it. Somehow he put in the code or whatever it is he did. They went through the guy's phone. Okay. Which was illegal because there was no warrant. Now, here what needs to happen. Make sure you stop filming in time to turn off the phone. Basically hit the button and just lock it. And because the thing is, they're going to get your phone and look through it while it's unlocked and shit. So, and it's because cops will do anything, just look through your shit, you know. You could walk up. I mean, you could walk up and pull out your phone over an arrest that just happened. Okay, the guy's on the ground. He's cuffed. He ain't doing nothing. He's on the ground, not moving at all. Okay, everything's done with. A head dumb shit sees you filming. He says, "As evidence, I want your phone. Fuck you. Suck these nuts." So when two of the officers try to get his phone, the guy knows his rights, you know. And a cop does not like being told no because he says, "Well, I need your phone." Officer, yeah, I'm gonna fuck your wife instead. It's a joke, folks. Officer, I'm not going to give you my phone because of this and this. It's not evidence. It's my phone, my property. I just came upon. Well, it's evidence. Why is it evidence? Because you can't. You're filming. There's a scene over here. And even though we got the guy arrested, he's on the ground, he ain't doing nothing. I mean, it could be it could be 5 seconds, right at the point where you see the guy on the ground, he's arrested, and he ain't moving. Okay, he's cuffed. So, what would make this officer Dillweed say, your phone's evidence, get his phone? No. Not gonna happen. Sorry, not gonna happen. So once that is out of the equation, okay, you might get a subpoena. Okay, well, that's when you need to get a lawyer. Because even though you just came upon and then pull out your phone and started filming, okay, by the time the person's already in handcuffs, down the ground, it's the end of it, right? It's the end of it. It's pretty much the end of the thing. Okay, but the guy was walking away. They were like following him. Why? They wanted his phone. They had dumb shit that said, as evidence, get his phone. Follow the guy. Follow the guy, you know. Unless, if I came upon within 2 seconds of the arrest and I pulled up my phone within 2-3 seconds, that ain't evidence. I didn't see nothing, didn't see anything, But yet they say, well, we need your phone as evidence. No. No fucking way. No. No fucking way, dude. No fucking way. Not gonna happen. Ain't gonna do it. So, at this point, it's kind of lame on all levels here. Completely fucking lame, folks. Completely fucking lame, man, Complete bullshit. And so, you gotta ask this question here. You gotta ask this question. Officer, why do you need my phone when I just barely came upon within not even 5 seconds when I pull out my phone, filming the guy being cuffed, he's arrested, he ain't doing nothing. He's laying there with a bunch of revenue generating idiots. Why do you need my phone? Well, it might have something that you didn't know you might have caught. Wow, Officer Blue Balls, I didn't see anything. All I saw was I came upon the guy already arrested. He's cuffed. He's good. I put my phone so the guy isn't hurt. So, nah, I don't think so. No. And they're gonna do it. Well, they might threaten you with arrest, with obstruction. Which, how are you obstructing? There is no obstruction of anything. You're standing there. You're filming a moment, a few minutes here of a guy already cuffed, right? And two of the officers, or one of them, says, "Well, we need your phone as evidence. Subpoena me. Send me a subpoena. Well, we need your name. No. We need your name. Okay. What is it? These nuts. Tell him. These nuts." But of course, they'll be like, "I'm going to arrest you." For what? Obstruction. Hindering an investigation. No. There is no hindering of anything. Plus, Officer Blue Balls, there is no investigation because you already got the guy in handcuffs on the ground. He ain't doing shit. He's on the ground being held down while cuffed by a bunch of generating revenue cocksuckers and shit. Then, when their feelings are hurt, and they think that because you exercised your right, which a good majority of dumbass cops would be, "I don't want to retaliate this guy because he knows his rights." Okay, I'll get a lawyer and sue your fucking stupid ass, motherfucker. I'll make sure you lose your qualified immunity, you stupid bastard. But of course, cops. One of the ways how they try to intimidate you is drive through your neighborhood. That's when you're out in your patio porch. Yeah, fuck you too. Fuck you too. Look, again, I'm not here bashing cops. I'm just saying that there are some good ones that do take their oath and their job seriously because they got into this because they want to do the job and make a difference. That's what I like to see and hear. Now, there are some officers that are really could give a rant's ass about your rights, okay? They could give a good goddamn about your rights. Especially the female officers, you know. The arrogant, stupid bitches and shit, man, you know. Very arrogant. Look, there are good female officers. I do believe that. But some of them, they're like their male counterparts. Fucking idiotic and lame. Now there's a channel. It's a guy in a driving a old bread truck that he modified to turn it into like a small apartment on wheels. It's pretty cool, you know. Him and his girlfriend were driving through, I think in Utah or Nevada or something like that. And a trucker let him know that, you know, he flashed twice, let him know that there's po up in the hills. And they stopped him. And towards the end of the video, a male officer goes, "Got any drugs? You know, meth, marijuana, fentanyl, large bundle of cash." I mean, here's the thing. Cops could care less about the fucking drugs, dude. It's all about the fucking money, man. It's all about the fucking money, dude. The DA gets a cut, you know. Maybe even a judge, you know. The one thing that does piss me off is they got that civil asset forfeiture. Have any of you ever been through that shit? The civil asset forfeiture bullshit there? If you have, put it in the comment section. See, the thing is, the asset forfeiture is for people that are criminals, you know, mafia, drug cartels, gangs and shit, you know, crooked bankers and shit, you know. And this was done to go after the drug cartels and shit, you know. Take their assets, sell it off, and take the money to put in more training, more, basically, in their terms, more tools. I doubt that. Nowadays, they take your shit, and even if you fight for it, they're gonna stick their heels in and shit and try to make sure you walk away without your property or your money. The worst place, Tennessee and California. Chicago, New York, you know. You could be driving an old Datsun and shit that just got nice paint job, restored, back to its old glory. Then all of a sudden you're stopped and you're like wondering, what am I stopped for? I'm just driving an old ass Datsun and shit, man. Tell you what, Datsuns look pretty good, man. They're always good. They're always good cars, you know. Beat the B210, the 510, you know, the Fairlady Z in Japan, you know. States, you got the 240Z, the 510, which is the poor man's BMW and shit, you know. But I've always had this question though. Why are the cops so worried about being filmed? Instead of worrying about the cop watchers and the First Amendment auditors, they should worry about doing their fucking job, man. Doing their fucking job. Stop worrying about the goddamn auditors and cop watchers. Do your fucking job, man. Do your fucking job. Yeah. Do your goddamn job. There are good officers that take their oath and job seriously to protect the city, but you have idiots that make them look bad. The idiots are the ones that are doing this shit where they're getting that moniker, defund the police. No, you fund the police, but get rid of the dumbasses, man. Because the good ones are being looked as one of the worst ones, you know. But the dumbest thing is that if you're a good officer and you take your job seriously and your oath, their fear is that if they turn in a fellow officer for doing something stupid, they could lose their life, lose their job, their life, everything, you know. Because, well, the reason we're going to kill you is because you turned your back on us, you fucking traitor. Which actually, the bad ones are the fucking traitors and shit. You know, you got officers who want to make a difference, and you got some that are like, we want to take away your rights. We want to take everything you got because we're protecting the generating revenue of the. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up. Just that, you know, a lot of people want to make a difference. I mean, being a firefighter, paramedic, law enforcement, want to make a difference, you know. But there are some officers and there are some firefighters that are fucking idiots, you know. I just think that, you know, if you want to train an officer, get rid of the ones that are doing the training, because they're the ones that are the worst. Because all they're doing is teaching what they were taught. They in their minds, like when they see someone of color, I know a criminal when I see one. Oh, kiss my ass, you stupid motherfucker. Not every Hispanic, not every black person, not every is a criminal. There's actually good people that do want to make a difference in their life, man. Not every black person, not every Hispanic person is a criminal. You know, it's just that, what the hell? The system is fucking rigged. The system is fucking corrupt, man. You got good people being looked as they're along with the worst ones, man. Like, holy crap. If you're an officer who has been on the force for 15, 20, 30 years, and you do this shit where you see anybody of color as a criminal, you need to be fired, stripped of your badge, your retirement, everything you worked your ass off for, because you don't deserve your retirement. You don't deserve your pension. You don't deserve that badge and that uniform because you're a fucking stupid moron, man. Any cop, I want to see any cop that fucks up, I want to see them lose their pension, their retire, everything, every goddamn thing. Because all they're doing is making good cops who want to make a difference look bad. It's just that there's people just are tired of it, man. They're tired of it, you know. There's some that are tired of it, and there's some that just want to kill a cop because they think it's funny. But here, check this out. Oh, I laughed my ass off the other day. This kid, this black kid, 17 years old, just smiling. One of those dumbasses, you know, just smiling. And he thinks he's going to go home. And this lady who lost her son is like, hey, look, you killed my son, man. And he's just smiling. He doesn't give a rat's ass. But the judge kind of like saw it, like, that kid no longer was smiling. Oh. The judge says, there will be a trial, and if you're found guilty, I'm going to give you life with no parole. And that smile went away. Like a bear fart covered in cheesecloth. That kid no longer smiled. He was like, dude. These little punks think they're going, yeah, I'll be out in a couple of weeks or whatever. And they're thinking this shit. They're all, yeah, until the judge wipes that smile off their fucking face. When, like, yes, there's going to be a trial, but if you're found guilty, I'm going to sentence to the max. To the max. And, some get off because of their age, you know. But they could serve a month, 3 months, but they'll be out being assholes again until, you know what? I'm gonna give you 3 years in YA. Then that smile is gone. Daniel Holtzclaw, former officer. The guy raped 11 or 12 black women. He thought, oh, I'll get off. I'm a cop. I'll get off, and whatnot. But that motherfucker started crying when he started to realize, when he hears the sentences and shit. 200 plus years, man. This motherfucker was a football player turned cop, yeah, but a cop cries because they no longer have that immunity. They no longer have that protection because they're going to prison, okay? They're going to prison, okay? Because once they get charged, damn well, they're going to cry and ask the judge, please give me a lenient sentence like a year. No, motherfucker, I'm going to send you to life. Because cops know when they're found guilty, and they're going to try to use their badge, or they're going to cry to the judge like, I didn't mean to do it. Can you give me about 6 months? No, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to give you life, no parole. See, that's what needs to happen is that every cop, they love what they do. that's fine. I respect that, but when you start fucking up, and when you get caught, get arrested, you're put on paid or unpaid leave, and you go through trial. Sometimes they're acquitted, sometimes they're found guilty, and they're getting a sentence. Sometimes it's a lenient sentence or the max. But when it comes to the max, now here's the thing. When I watched that whole clock guy get sentenced to 200 plus years, that motherfucker was crying. He's no longer a big man now. He's gonna be dropping the soap, big homie. Every cop that goes to prison, they're put in protective custody. Why? Because there might be an inmate that they screwed over, lock up, hoping to get their hands on this cocksucker, either to whoop his ass, turn him out, or basically shank his stupid ass. Because every inmate has vendetta against an officer or a detective that screwed him over in court. Because they falsified evidence, they took away evidence to really give them the works. See, every officer needs to realize, if you fuck up and you screw somebody over, and you might go to a prison where they're at, because they're going to know ahead of time, and they're going to want some payback for you screwing them over. Because here they're getting a fair trial, all of a sudden, holy crap. Then one of the shadiest things ever done is that they get an inmate to lie, right? So they could get a reduced sentence until when that inmate testifies. Then all of a sudden, holy crap, something's wrong here. But when the inmate that supposedly testified, saying that you did this and this and this, you tell them that you did this and this, and there's no evidence, it fucks up the case. Alright, folks, it's good old Agent Grimlock. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification, and if you got this transmission, you are the resistance. Make sure you're happy and healthy and wise. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed.